Hey man, welcome back. It's your boy. Fgkobi the Greatest. We'll do another video on her. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna watch her videos. But we gonna work to her video. What it say? The percentage of anti-blackness within the Latino community. I'm black, not a person of color. Alright. We're gonna see what she gonna say.
My understanding, a lot of groups have never fought in the place for us in allyship and will always choose proximity to whiteness over allyship to blackness. She sat up here, tried to tell y'all what was going to happen in Project 2025. You didn't want to believe it. And now he's literally checking off everything that he said he was going to do. You didn't care about the message because of the messenger that it was coming from. But we also forget to realize that there are other groups that are not white that still continue to uphold white supremacy just in hopes to get that sliver of proximity. No matter who lives or who dies, people's lives are going to continue to go on. The world is going to keep on spinning regardless of if you're in it or not.
Video. Better than yours.
Talking about I'm black, not a POC, and how Trump got a second term. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I know a lot of people
don't call me a person of color. Don't call me a minority group. Who is that? Somebody at the door. They probably dropping the package off. We're gonna see real quick. Hold on. We can do that. No, we do. We can do that. Good salesman. It was the salesman, y'all trying to sell.
are going to be looking at this.
Good guy going door to door. Good salesman.
It's like, who? And yes, when I be telling people I'm black, not a person of color. Fact. And that is because when you really look back at history, any person of color has really never had allyship with black people. It's always been black people standing in solidarity with other groups of people. But when it comes time for black people and anything of that sort, crucify me or comment down below if I've gotten this wrong. But from my understanding, a lot of groups have never fought in the place for us in allyship.
We always
and will always choose.
We always work and did things on our own for hundreds of years. All of a sudden, we need to ally with motherfuckers. What the fuck are we talking about? We've been working our own. Our black men and women been together, working together for hundreds of years. All of a sudden, we need to ally with motherfuckers. Fuck out of here.
Proximity to whiteness over allyship to blackness. And I think that we know because of the association with blackness in the first place and how it has been demonized over the years, especially yes, I'm going to bring it back to slavery because unfortunately, since people don't want to admit, slavery is connected with everything wrong with the black community today. And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. More specifically, I'm going to be talking about my paper that I wrote. Originally, I was going to talk about the perpetuation of anti-blackness within the Latino. Actually, no, I'm changing my title. Sorry. So disregard the title that I said earlier, and I'm keeping it in that I'm changing my mind mid-video as I'm saying this because I'm like, actually, that would hit so much more. Because if you really want to talk about allyship with, different communities, there really hasn't been much between the Latino/Latino X versus, the black community. Facts. Don't get me wrong. I know all of my Afro-Latinos out there and the ones who proudly are Afro-Latina, we stand with you as well. I know about the slave trade, how it went to different countries, how people ultimately ended up where they are. A lot of people are descendants of slaves and do come from Africa and then settled in the Caribbean, but there are a lot of people who are I know black. And in this video, this is why I wanted to talk about the perpetuation of anti-blackness within the Latino/Latino X communities and ultimately how Trump got a second term.
Hi, my name is Leandro. You guys might know me by this video. And I just want to say something to the Latino population who keeps coming to TikTok and saying, calling out Americans and specifically Black Americans and being like, why aren't you guys standing up for us? We did it in Black Lives Movement. As an Afro-Latino, myself, we have to hold accountability for our actions.
Blackness.
60% of our people voted for that guy.
Facts.
Voted for these deportations. Many of your family members voted for this guy, even though they knew you were maybe LGBTQ, maybe you were trans, maybe you had HIV, maybe you depended on scholarships because now you want to get rid of the border education, went to public school, right? Were undocumented, right? All of these reasons, knowing this guy is literally the representation of white supremacy. The KKK supported this guy. He released.
What they say about the Latin community? It's divided. It will always somewhat be divided because they come from different backgrounds. Not everyone from Mexico, not everyone from the Caribbean, not everyone from Brazil, Argentina, or not everybody from the same country. Not everybody immigrated here the same way. Some came on water, some came off land, some only had to cross a couple miles because they're in Mexico. Some had to cross multiple countries. So it's multiple different backgrounds of people y'all trying to get throw together just because you speak the same language. It's not gonna work, bro. It can work, but it's not gonna work like that, bro.
Project 2025, a whole year before the election. And we sat down, we told you what was gonna happen, and you still chose this guy. Okay? Just because he has conservative beliefs, the ones that your grandma and your parents with your community, which Kamala Harris did, right? Maybe because you
that to say, because when writing this paper, I only got like a fucking B on it. And I was like, bitch, I know I fucking got an A on this because this was a really good topic. And I know I executed it well. She was like, well, I don't see the correlation. Bitch, I literally told you the correlation right there. Not to call my teacher a bitch, but like, you know what I mean? It was right there. When I was writing my paper, I found some very, very interesting things. And this is also what I was talking about in my Can We Go Back to Regular Police Brutality video, is I'm not about to be on the front lines fighting for nobody. Since I was a wee child, since I was young, even knew how to work social media, I've always spoke up for the controversial things that other people didn't want to speak up about. Now that, Black Lives Matter was a thing, now y'all want to post a black square, all this other stuff because other people are doing it. Okay, cool. Even though we know that didn't do nothing for us. I've been a mini activist since I was a kid. Proof and videos I've already shown y'all in all of those videos. What I'm saying by that is all of the solidarity that I've had fighting for people and ICE and everything of that sort. When doing the research, you really just have to sit back and shut the fuck up because I found some daunting things. In that to say, I'm not even gonna lie, the Latino X community, we already knew how white people were going to vote. We already knew how most Black women were going to vote, but the final vote mainly fell on the Latino community. And who do you think they voted?
You see how they always separate Black people and Black women? God damn.
For Trump. It was very interesting. This is where I also say with being in college, damn, sometimes it is good because you do learn a lot of stuff, especially with history. History was always my main focus, and I always like to go back and see the facts of things. And when doing so, back in 2012, we obviously know the Latino community voted for Obama. Then in 2016, even though it was Hillary, they still voted for Hillary. Especially there wasn't too much evidence back then, but they still voted for Hillary. Even in 2020, when it was Trump and fucking Biden. Mind you, Trump ran 3 times. He won in 2016, we know that. But in 2020, the Latino community, they really showed out and they really voted for Biden because they're like, we're not going to deal with Trump. Then in 2020, when there's a Black woman, mind you, Black woman. Okay, that's a double, what do they call it? Entendre or something like that? Black woman.
She's not Black, she's Indian. That's a fact. I'm not trying to be corny. It's a fact. She's not Black, she's Indian. Just because she got melanin in her skin, that don't mean she's Black. That's a fact. What is Black? At that point, what is Black? What is it? Just because she's an Indian, literally.
Was sitting here and trying to warn y'all about what is going to happen, the implications if you let this man win. As I say in every video, we are working with natural lighting, so please bear with me if you see the lighting fluctuate, the clouds and everything, like, please. But to say that in 2020, many of them voted for Biden, had no issue voting for Biden. And the way they showed it was like kind of like infographics where it was like plus, minus, who they voted for. In 2020, the drop was so steep that it went so far. I know know it's like a contradiction, but it went so far left because positive was like for Biden, like blue, and then the left side was for Trump to show how many points it minus and flip that way. I said, you niggas hate us. And that is why I say so many times, even in my video right after Kamala lost, I talk about the Black woman is the most hated woman in America. And nobody wants to admit that.
That is true. That is true.
She sat up here, tried to tell y'all what was going to happen in Project 2025. You didn't want to believe it. And now he's literally checking off everything that he said he was going to do.
I don't want to hear about people of color because all these other groups within the rainbow, stay with me, can't stand Black people any more than white folks. So one of the biggest mistakes we've made in the post-civil rights era was allowing this government to redefine us as people of color. We are not people of color. We are the American Africans, the descendants of those who were kidnapped, brought
We are Solon FBA.
Here and forced to work for free.
Every time somebody asks the Hispanic community not to say the N-word, y'all
Mexican, Hispanics, I know Mexicans, I'm from Texas, but Hispanics shouldn't say the N-word, period. That shit corny. If you a Hispanic saying nigga, you corny. I ain't gonna lie. You just straight up corny.
Get defensive, and start saying the N-word all throughout the comment section and things of that nature. But when somebody start talking about, calling, those people to get y'all removed.
As soon as we start saying beaner and right back to them, they gonna look at us like we crazy as hell. Don't use our shit because we flipped our shit for our people. Flip your shit for your people. Because as soon as we start using y'all slurs to reference y'all look at us like we crazy as hell. So no, ain't no Hispanic should be saying the word, the N-word. It's not your word to use. Yes, that word belongs to Black people. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Then it's all, you shouldn't say that. Two wrongs don't make a right. No, stop disrespecting Black people. It's that fucking simple. I don't never see y'all getting mad and start yelling out saltine. I never seen it. I never see y'all get mad and yell an Asian slur.
Facts.
I never see y'all get mad.
Facts. That's very true. That's why I don't play like that. You never do that to nobody else, but you do it to Black people. Just because we make our shit cool within us, that don't mean y'all can just bite our shit. Fuck no.
And do anything other than yell the N-word. You know what I'm saying? And then y'all like to throw, I'm Afro Latino.
That don't mean
bitch,
shit.
no, you're not. You just saying F Black people. Baby, you know what I'm saying? I seen the videos where the lady in the Dominican Republic was trying to get her baby a black doll and the mama threw it on the floor and handed her a white doll. We know how y'all parents think. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I focus on Black
y'all need to cut the crap.
And y'all didn't give a fuck. All because a Black woman was saying it. You didn't care about the message because of the messenger that it was coming from. And because it's from a Black woman, y'all want to discredit us so bad.
She's Indian, not Black. I always remember she's not Black.
Until it's literally
what is Black?
Shoved in your face, and we just proved you right. We know that white people uphold white supremacy, but we also forget to realize that there are other groups that are not white that still continue to uphold white supremacy just in hopes to get that sliver of proximity. Do you also know what I found when doing my research, and one of the only reasons why these people even flipped and voted for Trump in the first place? Because he was evangelical. He has evangelical ideals, and that's why we voted for him. He's like, so are y'all not worried about immigration? Because a lot of people within that community have mixed status families, and you guys are kind of just like willingly selling them out to vote for a man that said that he don't give a fuck who you are. If you present a certain way, like this is stop and frisk back then, and you just expect him to think that you're safe because you're a citizen, you're funny, because they've been snatching citizens up. And that's what I've been saying too, like ICE has been fairly quiet in Minnesota, but the only reason because of that is because they aren't televising it. They pick and choose what they want to show y'all for certain outrage, and then they're like, okay, go back to doing what you need to do.
I guess I want to see the people reaction
system, because we know that you guys aren't going to protest. And even if you do protest, y'all be doing these peaceful ass protests until we're burning down the fucking city again because of ICE. Nothing is going to.
Why would you burn down the city because of ICE? That's terrorism at that point. You can't burn down the city because you're illegal in a country. That is such an American way of thinking. Like, go to a different country and burn down the city because they trying to deport you because you're illegal in their country. Come on, bro.
change again because people continue to go back to work, continue to pay rent. Luckily, the only reason why I will continue to pay my rent is because my landlord has not raised my rent in like, you know, significantly in years. So my rent has stayed steady with the economy going on and stuff like that, but he hasn't gouged me because I've seen around town, literally a 2-bedroom is going for like $1,700 and it's not worth what I fucking have. So I will stay comfortable where I'm at. But that's what I'm saying. Like, people are too comfortable with just allowing things to continue the way that they do. You guys keep letting them build these like luxury apartments that ain't luxury by any sense. You're paying fucking $2,000 a month for a shoebox, and that's where I be saying, y'all asked for this.
For a long time, I couldn't understand why the black people in China content pisses me the fuck off. And like, I didn't want to sound like a hater because everybody else in the comments be like, oh, they don't understand racism. They just haven't seen a black person ever in their life.
Bullshit. So they're stupid. So we go call agents for stupid. Many people ain't stupid. That's bullshit. It's just anti-black racism.
Fucking shit. I hate the videos of the black people going to China, Japan, whatever Asian country, and the people are just touching their hair like they're a wild animal in the zoo, and the black person looking stupid as fuck.
We are exotic in their eyes because we are the only people. You got a wig on, so don't mention that. I ain't gonna. But we are exotic to them because we are the only group of people with this hairstyle and with this skin tone and with the height and the power that we got. We are the only group of people that look like this. So to them, we are exotic. So they want to touch us. Yes, it's a weird session. It's weird.
Be like, bitch, you want to be picked so bad. These people are picking you apart like you're a zoo animal. You're just allowing it.
That's true.
Because why? They've never seen a black person. Yes, the fuck they have. When black people realizes there's nobody in the world that really like us, everything will get easier. There'll be less confusion because I don't know why y'all feel like they like us in any of those Asian countries. Like this, they stress relieving toy that they call in Natasha in China. And don't it look real similar to the Jim Crow dolls they used to make of black people in America? Even in Japan, they had dolls of us in the 60s and probably going on long before that. No group of people in the world likes dark skin. No group of people in the world likes black people. That's why it always kills me when y'all get online and say shit like Japan is the best dressed, Japan is the best, da, 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 da. All of these countries are the best because they're biting off of us. All of that K-pop shit, black people. I need y'all to really, really critically think about everything, This is why I don't let nobody call me a person of color. I am not a person of color. I am a black woman. Blank. I'm not a person of color. Don't group me with them because they don't like me. They don't like my skin.
We all people of color besides white people. we all one group besides the whites. Man, fuck out of here. Nigga, fuck out of here. Who the fuck? What they get their own category while everybody else grouped together? Fuck out of here. Anybody don't
go anywhere in the world, even if you're not black. They don't like dark skin. They have some spiritual like hatred towards black skin. So no, I'm not a person of color. They just want to be able to take and take and take from black people. It don't fucking matter, and you can't say shit. I just hate the way black people be on Asian people's dick, and they don't fuck with us.
We don't.
The very first time I realized I was black. The very first time I realized that nobody likes black people, I was 9 years old, beauty supply store. And anyone from New York knows
beauty supply. That's a video.
The Asians run the beauty supply stores, point blank. And it's like, I'm watching this man walk around the store behind me, watching me to see if I'm a steal, see if my mom.
Yeah, I still go to them stores, so I don't want to hear it. Skip. I don't want to hear it. You still go to the store.
Asian Americans were redlined from opening businesses in white neighborhoods.
You still go to the. You still go to that store.
Asian Americans operating in their neighborhoods and didn't want Asian Americans profiting off of white people. But because the positionality of Asian Americans is weaponized to oppress black people, Asian Americans were being given loans to open businesses in black communities, even though black people were not able to receive loans to open businesses in their own communities. And as I've said before, as a result of this, Black wealth is essentially paid out twice when it goes to Asian American businesses. Once when the individual pays for the goods or services, and then again when the Asian American business owner removes the profit from the community. Because usually people open businesses in their own communities, and this is mutually beneficial, where the business owner is making a livelihood off of providing goods and services to their community. And by being
they take the money from the black community, give it to their community, so we never get to prosper and build things up because we never get to keep our money. So they open businesses for, they know we can make money, but they don't want us to keep the money.
Member of the community, they're contributing and they're investing back into the community. This is an ideal Black communities.
The useless ass fucking war right now going on in Iran, making the fucking oil go up. We have no more barrels of oil. And then on top of that, you have a fucking dictator ass president that you guys voted in. Now look at gas prices. Do you know how much it costs for my freaking Toyota RAV4 on regular gas to fill up? $50. $50. And that's where I'm just like, what are we doing? Because my tank used to cost $35 to fill up when I first got her last year around this time. And that's where I'm just saying, like, your egos have allowed you to put this man back in office all for the sake because you're anti-Black, and you literally voted this man back in office. So why are you crying now? Don't get me wrong. I know everything going on right now in the world is atrocious and nobody wants to think about it. And I don't. At the same time, though, I'm still going to focus my energy on different things. I know people can be like, you're still traveling, you're still going and doing the things that you need to do. Yes, because like always, no matter who lives or who dies, people's lives are going to continue to go on.
But in the last video, I watched her. She said, don't have kids because of Trump, but still do everything you want to do in life, no matter if Trump in office or not, but don't have kids. That shit make no sense. Watch my last video. Don't have kids because of Trump in office and the economy's bad, but do everything you want to do even though the economy's bad and Trump's in office. Just don't make any sense.
The world is going to keep on spinning regardless of if you're in it or not. So I'm going to continue to accomplish everything that I need to do as selfishly as I need to do it, because at the end of the day, life is never promised. You don't know what the man in office, what he's capable of doing. And this is giving like some 100 shit on Ally AI is going to see how bad off we are with the world and is going to launch a fucking 100 nuclear missiles and then we're all dead. Okay? I'm trying not to have that happen right now, which is why I'm speaking out the way that I'm doing it. But in this sense, it's like you guys voted for this big ass baby to go back in office and you know he was racist as fuck, and now because you're licking your wounds because of all the cuts that he's given you,
now they mad because he's not specifically targeting the Black people. If he was only targeting Black people, nobody would really give a fuck. They would do something, oh, he racist, but they really wouldn't care. It's the fact that he's targeting other people like the Hispanic community and other communities as well. That's why they hate him now. If he was just fucking with Black people, nobody would really care. I'm gonna just be honest.
And you want to cry about it, bitch? No. Nope. Stay where you are. You asked for this. You voted for this. We tried to warn you, but because we're Black, you didn't want to fucking listen. And that's what I'm saying. Like, even with ICE, I have a personal story that happened with ICE, and I'm not gonna share it just yet, but it's still like I was personally affected by ICE. And that's where I'm saying, like, you guys voted this shit into office. I don't have to fight for shit. I don't have to stand up. I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to march in your honor. Fuck no. You guys voted this into office, and I'm not doing nothing about it but sitting back and doing what the fuck I need to do, which means I'm going to continue traveling and acting as if this is not my president. I'm not living in a reality based off of fear, watching the news and getting scared about everything. Of course, I'm still going to stay updated with current things going on. But as far as traveling and living my life to the fullest fucking potential that I know that I'm able to live it to, I'm not about to allow people fear-mongering me into these things and stopping my potential, because regardless of if I stop it or not,
she's contradicting herself. She just said in the last video, don't have a baby because all these reasons. Then she said in this video, all these reasons ain't gonna stop me from living my life. Make it make sense. Be consistent.
My potential is still going to be there if I listen to people or not. So you can't scare me. Sorry. As far as the allyship with, talking about certain things, y'all not going to understand this. And I don't think you're ready for the deeper conversation. But just like an example of this is Asian people owning beauty supply stores in Black neighborhoods. Arab people owning the convenience.
The convenience store, men and women gotta both get our convenience stores back. But them beauty supply stores, just specifically y'all, like them Arabs when they own clothing stores with a lot of Black clothes, that's specifically Black dudes gotta stop shopping at. And sometimes it's specific things that each gender gotta fix. So every time they talk about a beauty supply store, bro, stop it, bro. Just stop it. Like, I get on the dude's asses, hey bro, stop shopping at them for they shoe stores and shit like that, bro. We can open our own shoe stores and sell to our own dudes. I get on a nigga ass, I get on our asses. I'm gonna do videos about that as well. But when it comes to them beauty supply stores, bro, I don't want to hear that. Oh, we gotta stop, bro. Y'all like 70 to 80% of their customer base, 60 or plus, easy of their customer base when it comes to that, Black women, but. Yeah, no, I don't want to hear no complaining about that. And I will get on the nigga asses about them other clothing stores. So that's in the future. But I don't want to hear about that.
Stores in black neighborhoods. Why don't black people own anything? And this is why I say you just separate yourself from being a person of color. Bitch, you're black. At the end of the day, when people see you, they know you're black. So why are you even trying to, I'm a person of color? No, because you as a black person has suffered far more than a person of color. Dare I say even go back to the history, but y'all already know, here Reese goes again. But yes, we have a history, 400 plus years of oppression when we used to be kings and queens and emperors and all this other stuff. But y'all don't want to get into that. Mansa Musa. Y'all don't want to get into that. Y'all weren't taught about that in school because they don't want to teach you that. So that's where I'm just like, I'm black and I'm proud. Okay? Right. I just can't keep trying to have this conversation with people who are not educated enough because I'm not here to explain everything to you and break it down to you just so you can understand my point of view. That's not my goal. So at the end of the day, I'm black, not a person of color. And when looking back and even just seeing that I know black and Latina people and how they love using the word nigga, and I do have a guilty pleasure of listening to one artist who unfortunately uses that word a little too much, but I'm just like, bro.
I can't even pay people who say that shit that's not black. But I'm gonna let that be the video. Bang! I'm out this bit. Pomo. I know that, but I'm out this bit. I'll see you another time. Deuces, man. Big up Fgkobi the greatest.